It's Chantel with Wildberry Quilting, and I've got a package from VIPCrossStitch. I cannot wait to show you these beautiful charts. They are, one of them is very calm, and the other one is very bright and beautiful, and well, they're both beautiful, but okay. I'm going to put you into the downward position so that you can see these better. All right, now VIPCrossStitch sent these over to me free for review, and they let me pick out which ones I wanted to show you guys. I am going to start with this bright, beautiful, gorgeous octopus. Look at that. Oh my gosh. That is so beautiful. This is from Yishu. That is the maker of this one. And whew, this canvas is a little bit stiff, so it's going to require some beating up. Wow, it is huge. This might be the biggest canvas that I have gotten so far. Oh my gosh. Try and zoom you out. You're all the way zoomed out, and I can just barely fit it all in the camera lens. I think you can see it from end to end. This thing is massive. Oh my gosh. Okay. They have it labeled as 49 by 67 centimeters. And the stitch size is 190 by 268. Wow. Okay. I had no idea what I was getting myself into with this one. It is the inside picture. I am measuring that in inches right now. It is 24 inches high by, let's see, 17 and a half inches wide. Wow. Oh, wait. Yeah, 24 inches. Okay. Wow, this thing is massive. Let's take a look at the colors and everything. It looks like there are 48 colors in this. That is fantastic. That is a nice amount of colors. I can already kind of see the shape of the octopus on this. I don't think there's going to be any issue with this showing up well. I think it's going to look fantastic when it is done. It is serged on all four sides, so you don't have to worry about it unraveling, which is great because there's not a whole lot of extra space here on this edge. But it looks like we have maybe about an inch, well, slightly over an inch on all the corners. So you are not going to really be able to hoop this. You're going to want to do it in hand, which with these stiffer printed canvases, I have found that I prefer to do those in hand anyways. So that works out quite well. It is quite stiff, but if you beat this up and roll it up and crunch it around, it will loosen up and become softer over time. All right, let's take a look at our symbols. I'm going to zoom you in so that you can see them as well. And we're going to check to see if any of them look like they might be problematic, seeing the difference between one and another. So far, I don't see an issue. I don't see any immediate apparent issues looking along the side here. Sometimes you can see something later as you're looking through this area. So let's take a look at that. And we can also get an idea, got fold it in half because it's so big, of whether they printed them nicely into each square. I will say, so far with all of the Yishu ones I've gotten, I have not had any problems with them being printed outside of their square. Sometimes I see that with the Joy Sundays, but I have not seen that with Yishu at all. So, and I'm not seeing that here. It looks like everything is printed very nicely into its own squares. So I don't think you'll have any issue there. And looking at each of the symbols on the chart itself, I'm not seeing anything that looks confusing at all. This would be probably the most difficult area if you are going to struggle at all with any of it. Let me make sure you're zoomed in. You are. And that would be, we've got these white triangles with, or these white squares with purple triangles. And then we've got pink squares with purple triangles. Now, I can clearly see a difference between these. You know, you might want to make sure that you have good lighting or that you are using a book light or an embroidery light or something like that while you are doing this portion, just to make sure that you can tell the difference between what's a white background and what's a pink background behind those purple triangles. I will say that the ones on the white background are a little bit bigger triangles though, so that may help you differentiate as well. That looks like that's the only thing though that is even remotely possible might mix you up. And I don't think that'll be that big of an issue. So yeah, everything looks great to me. I'm not seeing anything that'll be difficult. We do have a lot of these blues clustered together here, but they are, all of the symbols are very different. We've got X's and triangles and then slashes. The slashes might, you know, next to the X's, you're just going to have to focus when you're doing that. It's easy to distinguish them. It's just that sometimes you can get into a focus mode and you don't want to do that there. All right. Everything is printed great in each of these squares. I am not seeing any issues there. So let's fold that up and take a look at our floss. Oh my gosh, I can tell you I have been looking forward to getting my hands on the floss for this one because I just knew it was going to be amazing. Oh gosh, look at this. We do have the little cards of floss with this one. Oh, look at this. It's like opening up a rainbow. Oh my gosh. I got to zoom you out a little bit so you can see the magic. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Wow. As I move it, there's just more and more colors appear. Wow. I am so happy they did this with 48 colors because then you really get a rainbow of different colors. And with how bright and beautiful that octopus is, I really think it's going to show up just as beautiful when you get it all stitched up. That is gorgeous. And you've got your chart. You've got your instructions written here in case you have any kind of, you need any help with it, or you need to know how to do any kind of specialty stitches, or how to remove the print once you have finished your project. And They also have all of the DMC colors written beside here. And then that is also on your canvas as well. So if you end up running out of a color, you can easily replace it and get the DMC for it. Oh my gosh. Every time I move this, I see more colors. It is so beautiful. It really, really is. I am thrilled. I cannot wait to see how this looks all stitched up. It's just going to be gorgeous. And if you hear squeals and shrieks in the background, my kids are in the backyard. They're having a good old time and running around chasing each other. They might be jumping on the trampoline too. All right, so now we have, and of course it came with our little package of thimble and needle threader, needles, and a poof ball. Ah, I can't pick up the needle threader. There we go. There's our little poof ball of needles, and it looks like it came with 5 gold head needles. Now that chart is 11 count, and that means you'll be using 3 threads, 3 strands on it. All right, I've had my eye on this one for quite some time, as you can probably guess, because it is definitely right up my alley. This adorable little bunny eating a strawberry. Ooh, some crinkly plastic. Okay. There's our cute little bunny. Oh my gosh, so cute. Now this is part of a series, because when I was looking at this, I think there were like, I want to say there were 3 others in the series, and they were all bunnies at what looked like a bunny picnic, eating different sweet treats and with, you know, cappuccino type drinks. So absolutely stinking adorable. You've got all of your instructions here. Got your chart. Looks like it's printed pretty well. It's shiny on the backside. I don't know why, but it is kind of like a different texture of paper. All right, here is our canvas. Oh, it's gonna be so cute. Okay, looks like we have 32 colors in this, and looking at the canvas, it looks like everything will show up fine. I can see the bunny, I can see the little cup of coffee and the strawberry and everything. I think this is gonna look nice. And it is 39 centimeters by 49 centimeters high. And let us measure the inside picture in inches. Looks like it is, oops, there goes a bag. It is like 17.25 inches high by 13.5 inches wide. And just double check that. Yeah, 17, maybe 17.5 actually. Yeah, it's probably 17.5 inches high by, I think it was 13.5 wide. So it's not small, but it's not massive like the octopus either. This is kind of a good beginner one, I would say. And let's take a look at our key over here and see how our symbols look. Yishu seems to be pretty good about not putting symbols together that are going to be confusing. I haven't had an issue so far. I haven't made it all the way through an entire chart, but I haven't had an issue so far. And but I have looked at quite a few of their charts though. And I see all of the squares look to be printed in their proper place quite well. I don't see any problems with that, which is fantastic. Looking at all of the different symbols on the chart itself, I think probably this would be the most difficult, would be distinguishing the difference between these purple V's and the pluses. It does not look like there's a whole lot of that mixed together. There's a little bit here and there, but I think you could distinguish that without an issue as long as you are paying attention. There are some, okay, so there are purple X's and then there are like a navy plus sign, and they are easy to distinguish from each other. And I misspoke. I meant to say that the navy pluses and the navy B's are the part that you'd have to watch for. But you can see them beside each other right here. And you can tell them apart. It's not difficult. It's just that, you know, if you get focused on a color that you're filling in, you just have to watch for that. This looks fantastic though. I am excited for it. It's beautiful. I cannot wait to see how that stitches up. Let's take a look at the flosses. Oh, where does this open? Here we go. And oops, I almost forgot to show you, it does come with the little needle threader, the thimble, and the poof ball full of needles. All right. These flosses are significantly less than the other ones, which makes sense because that was a massive chart. All right. I see lots of pinks and whites and greens, which is exactly what we want to see because that's what our picture shows us. Oh my gosh, look at that beautiful pinky corally color. That is gorgeous. All right. Yes, this looks great. I really like the color palette here. Oh, I'm excited to do this one. I think this might be one of my next starts. I don't know. This is gorgeous. Look at that. And these are cotton flosses. And oh my gosh. Don't know much more about the floss other than that. But they should be cotton flosses. And they also have, they come on these little cardboard cards. You could put these directly onto a ring to hold them all. I like to transfer them to something else. They do have the DMC number up here at the top for each one of those. So if you are to ever run out of a floss, you can replace it. That is stunning. I hope I had you zoomed out enough to where you could see all of those flosses. They are absolutely beautiful. I am loving this. Oh, look, there's even kind of like a grayish purplish color too. Very pretty. This is going to be a lovely chart when it is done. I think this is going to have to go into my sewing room. I would say that this series with these little bunnies would look really beautiful in like a nursery or a children's playroom, or, you know, if that is your aesthetic, like it is mine, then you could put it into like a craft room or a living room even. I think a bedroom would be nice though. It'd be very pretty and very calming and relaxing, which of course, you know, that's what you want for a bedroom. All right, back up to my face. All right, guys, that is everything. I'm going to link everything in the description box down below. And they did give me a discount code to share with you guys as well. That is WILD10 and is for 10% off. Doesn't help me at all. It just helps you guys. But I think you can stack that with their other discounts that they have going on the website. So make sure that you take advantage of that to ease your own pocketbook. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I will see you guys again next time. Bye.